Hey friends, it's Missy again. Thanks for joining me today. I'm back with a new layout for the Hip Kit Club, and I'm using the beautiful 2017 November kits. And check out all the stuff. I tore everything open and just put it into my big scrappy bowl here, and this is everything but the main kit. This is the December documented kit, the Project Life kit, the color kit, and the embellishment kit, all piled into one big pile here, and you can see there is everything: buttons, stickers, die cuts, puffy stickers, wood veneer, you name it, Project Life cards. And yeah, I was like, where do I start? I saw this paper, and it's in the December documented kit, and I immediately thought, I want to cut these little ornaments out and somehow string them across my page. And that was all I knew at this point, is I just wanted to cut them out. And so that is what I'm going to take some time to do here. Now, I didn't add the main kit into my pile of stuff because my next project, I'm going to be on the blog focusing on the main kit only. And so I wanted to keep that separate because I am, normally when I get on my kits, I open everything up and I just pile it all together. And at that point, it all just becomes one big giant kit, and I can't ever remember what goes with what. So I kept the main kit separate so I would make sure that I focused on just that for my next layout. So I've got all these little ornaments cut out, and are they so cute or what? I wanted to use this paper somehow with it. It's from Pink Fresh Studio, and this is in the main kit and the paper kit. So I pulled this one from the paper kit. And I'm going to use this picture of me and my daughter. This is from last year at the Christmas tree farm. Took lots of fun little selfies there. And I decided that I wanted to use the top part of this paper. And so I'm going to just rip it. I haven't actually ripped paper in a while, and I love how it looks. So I'm just going to use the top part of it and kind of go with the string of lights, and then kind of create my own little string of ornaments. I kind of just liked the idea of, I guess you could say it's a banner. It's not really a banner, but it kind of has the effect of a banner going across the page. So I'm going to use some white cardstock here, and it's going to be a lot of white in the background. And I think it looks pretty with all of the colors in the ornaments, and then the colors in the Christmas lights that are on this pattern paper. So I sped this up. I'm just kind of playing around here to kind of get an idea of what I want. And I'm sorry about the light glare on my picture. I just sort of got into the moment, and I did look up and notice that there was a reflection on the picture, but I'll fix that here in just a second. So this is kind of the idea that I was talking about. I just wanted a string or a couple of strings of the ornaments kind of going across the paper there. Now I'm going to jazz up the background here. You know me, I've got to add something to all this white on the background. And so that's clear gesso that I'm using, and I'm using a palette knife to just kind of smudge it down. And it's just going to sort of allow me to blend and smudge a lot easier than if I was just going to apply it directly to the cardstock. It doesn't smudge and blend in as well. Now, the colors that I'm using are not in the color kit this month. I picked some from my stash because I wanted them to match the colors in the ornaments and those Christmas lights perfectly. So I'm using, I'll tell you, I always get asked the names of what I'm using. These are shimmers, but like I said, they are not in the color kit. These are from my own personal stash. That light blue color is an Inklings, and it's called Me and Blue. And then that periwinkle blue spray is called Blue Jeans, and I think it's a Vibes. It's either a Vibes or a Spritz. This color here is super light. It was almost too light, so I kind of darkened it up, but it's called Pink Champagne. It's a very, very soft pink. And then I darkened it up with this pink color, and it's a Creamies called Piggy Pink. And it's pink, but it's also got that, the light color, if you see that light pink color in the Christmas lights, it's almost like a nude pink, if that even makes sense. It's very, very soft with a touch of a nude, or not tan, but like, you know, skin tone type when I say nude. I'm bad with actual names of colors. I kind of just say what I think it looks like and go with it. But anyway, that's Piggy Pink, and it's very, very pretty. So I took a pencil and just sort of lightly drew the shape of the lines that I wanted for the ornaments to go, because if I just started gluing down, they wouldn't kind of go in a line. And I wanted all the tops of the ornaments to be even so I can stitch through them and make it look like an actual line of ornaments. And so when I stitch over that, you're not going to be able to see the pencil line that I drew, because it's really hard to erase pencil lines on top of gesso. It would just smudge. And I like how this is looking. I think it's fun. I still do leave a lot of white space, which I think is good. I don't know, when I make Christmas pages, which I don't rarely make Christmas pages unless I get a Christmas kit like this. I don't know, I just like the idea of white. It just reminds me of snow, which is weird because I live in Florida and we don't ever get snow, but I like the look of it. It kind of just reminds me of Christmas. And so I leave a lot of it white, and there you can see that's the exact idea that I had. It turned out perfectly. It looks like they're all stitched and hanging on a little line, and yeah, that was really easy to do, honestly. It did not take a lot to do that. It took more time to fussy cut than it did to line them all up and stitch through it. I decided since there was some aqua color in the ornaments, I needed some aqua on the background, so I just sprayed in a little bit of, it's called Well Blew Me Down. And so now I've got a little bit of that color going on. And instead of adding tissue paper, which I do quite frequently behind my picture, this is one of the little glassine bags that came in the kit. I think there's 3 little flare buttons that come in one of the kits, and I think this is the bag that they came in, and I just opened it up and used it as a layer. So don't throw away any packaging or bags, because they can definitely be used on your pages. So now comes the hard part, trying to figure out what else to do. And these kits, there's so much stuff in the kits. It's very, very hard to start because everything's so cute and everything looks good. And it's like, where do I begin? You know, what paper do I start with? And so that's why I just chose that paper with the ornaments. I said, okay, this is going to be my starting point, and I'm going to go from there and see where it takes me. And then you kind of have to just narrow things down, because otherwise you'll want to stick every single sticker on one layout, and there are just a ton of them in these kits. So I fussy cut a couple of things, the Project Life card, and then the little scallop piece that came from a Project Life card. Or it might have been, you know what, it might have been a December Daily card. There's Project Lifestyle cards in both December Documented Kit and Project Life Kit, and I just kind of grouped them together, so I'm not sure which one of those came in which one. But that Making Spirits Bright, that's going to serve as my little title, and that came in the Pink Fresh Studio die cuts. And then I'm just going to start going through everything. This is the leatherette stickers that are exclusive. There are a ton of exclusive things that match perfectly. They look like Pink Fresh Studio things, but they're exclusives. Everything matches. Everything looks good together. I mean, you can't create a bad page because everything matches and everything looks so good together. And yeah, there's 2 sets of buttons. One is Pink Fresh, one is exclusive, but they look like they came, you know, from the same batch of collection, or whatever you want to call it. Just a perfect match. I added that little joy sticker up at the top. I believe that came from the Crate Paper sticker sheet, as did the little Merry Christmas banner down at the bottom underneath the word bright. And then I used one of the buttons, the wood veneer buttons. I'm going to start to stick things down now. I love that little joy banner. It just looked cute up at the top there. And I'm sorry about my lighting. I know it keeps going in and out, but I filmed this yesterday, and it was very rainy and cloudy, and that totally affects my lighting. Even though I have lights on my desk, it still changes as I go. So I'm still embellishing here. I'm playing around with some of these Crate Paper stickers. I'm going to use that little Christmas tree, and I just really wanted to use this little snowman. I tried to use it several times earlier and kept putting it back, but I decided I'm going to use it somewhere on this page. Even though we're in Florida, and I believe we were wearing shorts and flip-flops, I'm still going to make this kind of a wintry, because it's so white. It just looks like snow. And yeah, I have to kind of get creative when it comes to winter and Christmas pages, because usually we're wearing shorts and flip-flops, and you know, there's no snow in our pictures. It's Florida, and yeah, I wish it would snow here one time. Apparently it did snow way back in the day, but I was a baby. I think I was 1 back in 77 rumor has it that it snowed a little bit here, but yeah, I don't remember. So therefore, it didn't happen. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I don't think it really happened. But yeah, I'm adding some thread in here. This is gold metallic thread, and so it does not act as nicely as the cloth regular type of thread. The fiber is just different because it's metallic, and so it wants to stay straight. It does not want to loop up and curl as easily as the other thread does, so I have to really work at it. But I felt like the gold was a nice touch since the word bright has that gold foiling on it and it's nice and shiny. I thought adding some more little hints of shiny gold around the page would look cute. And it's just little hints, you know, it's nothing overly dramatic or too distracting. And that's why I like adding thread, is just because it adds a little extra something without being overpowering or taking away from anything. And that little cluster down at the bottom, I added some thread under there. And I decided, if you look in the Christmas lights up at the top, there's a royal bluish color one. And I wanted to bring some of that color down to the bottom cluster. And I found this little blue tree in one of the Project Life cards. It's the same one where I cut the scalloped piece that's underneath the picture. And so it just makes the perfect little blue touch down at the bottom. And so I'm going to add that down there, along with some more splatters, because that royal blue color was not really in the ornaments. It might be in there a tiny bit, but not enough to really see it. So I wanted to bring that down to the bottom area. Yeah, always look at all of your embellishments, all the Project Life cards, and check for any opportunities to fussy cut something out, because you don't always have to, I don't want to say always, you don't ever have to use something as is. Like, just because a sticker has something on it, you can cut it up. You know, you don't have to use it as it appears. You know, you can make it however you want. Now, I did take some of the sticker, a little sticker that says "The Magic of Christmas Never Ends," and that was from the what's it called? Pink Fresh Studio sticker sheet. They're like cardstock stickers, and I just kind of trimmed it to make it curve and fit on that little line up at the top, and I love how that turned out. These are the exclusive sequin mix that come in one of the kits, and I'm just going to glue a couple of those here and there just for some added texture and interest. And then I'm going to add in some lines for journaling, and I am going to use my metallic gold pen. I've been using it a lot lately. I just like how it looks, and it adds a little bit more shine and sparkle to the page. And I got a 3-pack. I think I got this from Michael's a long time ago, but yeah, there's the final page. This was fun to make. I love how whimsical it looks. I love those little ornament pieces, and that was really easy to do. So check out that kit. If you got the December documented kit and you want to use it for a layout, this is a good idea to do. It gives you an instant background design, and it's really fun. Gives you lots of color, and you can get creative with it. So yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys start making with your kits. Please keep posting everything in the member forum so we can ooh and ah over it, because we love seeing your work. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. Next week I'll be making a layout with just the main kit, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have a great week, and see you next time.